So I suppose why I applied, two reasons. One, a few of my friends in recent years had applied and had sort of mentioned to me, it's something that I should consider applying for. And I was a reference for one of my friends who applied the year before this. And going through her application, I thought, well, actually, there's a few things that are similar, because I think I'd always thought, I think like many people do, fellowship is for people who are specialists in their area. It's people who have done lots of, high edge research. And then just, I think, looking at it, I thought, well, no, maybe this is something. So then I looked at the different categories and then had a bit of a professional crisis where I was like, what am I doing? I thought, right, I'm just going to start looking at all the things that I've done in my career. And when I started writing those down and looking at the papers I've been associated with and articles I've written and knowledge transfer and student mentoring, I thought, no, actually this does fit in with what the fellowship is aiming for. So I thought, right, I'm going to apply, see what happens. And I suppose that's one of the things that would make me recommend to other vets out there. You don't need to be a diploma holding specialist. You don't need to have all these high impact research articles, publications. There's a lot that the great deal of vets, general practice vets, first opinion clinical vets are doing that is contributing to the profession. And I think often vets aren't good at singing about that and promoting themselves. So that's what I would sort of be looking at to try and encourage future fellows. So over the last 2 or 3 years, I've had more interactions with the RCVS in different areas. So particularly looking at portfolio reviews for GDP. I've done vet school accreditations. I've been helping them develop their Academy EMS hub, and all of those things I see as being linked to mentoring and supporting vets. And that's a key passion of mine, is how do we support current vets, how do we support new vets to make sure they get the most out of the profession and they enjoy being part of the profession as much as I have. So I see the fellowship as another aspect of that in supporting vets to be part of the profession, to engage with the profession, and a way to show vets who maybe haven't considered that what they do is necessarily as relevant, to help them realize that everything they're doing is really beneficial for the profession. Really enjoyed the rewilding talk. Being based in Scotland, it was a really eye-opening one. My wife's already deciding how we can get some beavers around our house, or rewild the miniature Shetland pony, something like that. But again, for me, what I like at events like this is, again, it's meeting up with people who over, my 20-year career, I've seen, I've worked with, I've spoken to, and actually, again, getting to meet people in these different environments and link up again and make plans for the future. How can our work with what we're doing now, no matter how far we've diverged, how can we work together in the future to really push things forward? I think the Fellow of the Future competition is really good, because I think one thing that we lack in the profession, in a way that I think that, again, first opinion clinical vets maybe don't realise, is the contributions they can make to clinical research. And I do think that things like the Future Fellow competition, where it's encouraging students to think about clinical research or research questions, get them aware of that before they start in their professional career, and then hopefully we've given them the grounding and the support to go, right, actually, what can I investigate in my day-to-day clinical role? What are the questions that I want to answer now that I am a graduate vet? So I think that actually, if we can engage with students more about how they're the future of our profession, so how we can engage with them to encourage them to drive the profession forward is really important. So I think, again, it's about opening vets' eyes to the possibilities. I think it's showing them the different avenues and ways that they can use their vet degree and the vet profession to not only enjoy their careers, but also to support communities, support each other, to drive forward animal health, human health. And I think that by having a learned community within the fellowship who are supporting and mentoring other vets of different stages, I think that can only be a good thing in supporting those activities.